is because I got so much crap on 'em, I can't see it anyway, you know what I mean? I figured we'd hop on here and I was gonna go fish again. I went for a little while this morning, but no luck. Just the weather is just crap today. And as always, here goes a G. I don't know. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing good today. Hope y'all's had a great day thus far. I'd say a lot of you still at work or at school, but hey, that's okay too, right? Figured I'd hop on here and kill a few minutes before I go in there and clean up. Still got a few things to do though. Still doing some gutter work. You know what I mean? Hey Lily, how you doing, my friend? Yeah, I still gotta go around the back, do a little bit of gutter work, which requires using the old ladder as always. Just got done cleaning the gutters. Long overdue on that, y'all. Good God. Um, I hope everybody's doing good though. Like I said, I was just gonna hop on here for a few minutes, see how everybody is. Hope y'all's having a good day. Sorry, I got grass in my mouth. Just got done mowing. Of course, it has rained nonstop, y'all, nonstop. So in between the showers, I figured I'd jump on it really quick. 4.6 thousand likes. Awesome, Lily. Awesome. It's just all about timing, my friend. That's what I'm saying. You have a vlog or a short hit somebody that, but what's so amazing about it is you can have two shorts almost identical, and one will randomly do up in the thousands of views, and one will be like nothing. I mean, I'm yet to figure out the formula to have a good one every all the time. Um, Something with a little bit of comedy or something with crafts. I don't get crafts do really well. Um, Only craft I can really do is painting, and it takes too long. I can't really make it a short. You know what I mean? Well, I can using a time lapse, but yeah, we heading down to Florida next week, and shout out to you, awesome for that. That is awesome. That is awesome, Lily. That is awesome, my friend. To me, like I can get my biggest thing thus far has been getting enough views to go ahead and get monetized. That's been my biggest pet peeve, getting that one because the lives, I think they kind of rip you off on your watch time hours doing the lives because I've been on here and have, 50, 60 more people at a time. And then they'll end up giving you like one watch time hour for the video. It's crazy. That is awesome, Lily. Awesome. I'll have to go check that one out. I'm actually not been on YouTube much here lately. Weather warmed up and I've been staying so busy. I've not been getting on here. Not been getting to do lives. Um, I went for a little while this morning, but we got some weird weather rolling up, so I couldn't really fish. So, there went that one. I've been trying to get on here and do random things. That's why I changed the name to STIX Outdoors instead of just fishing with sticks because, um, yeah, I got to try to broaden my horizons, I guess you could say. Wow. Got a tree full of crows over here. It's actually kind of creepy looking. I don't know why they're just hanging out on top of that tree there. Kind of cool, mind you, but I don't know what they're up to. Let's see, we got what we got here. We got one, two, and three. Overlook my hands. I've been cleaning gutters. Crows, ravens, whatever you want to call them. They're actually a really cool animal. Look at this dude leaving the earth, Look at that. Tire squalling coming around the road. People kill me, y'all. People kill me. I will say though, Lily, doing the shorts is absolutely fun. I love doing those. I did one the other day. I don't even remember what it was I did now. It's been doing all right. I don't know how many views it's got. I mean, hello, my friend. How you doing? How are you doing, Miss KSK? Oh yeah, yeah. Normally, anytime you got something weird going on, like weather wise, you'll have where'd they go? Yeah, you'll have stuff like this. Random crows just hanging out in that. It's freaky too. They're on the dead limbs of the tree. So I guess, it's kind of cool if you're into the whole creepy stuff. I don't know what they're doing. It's like every tree around here is like live and vibrant. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful. But not these crows. They choose the dead one right there, which is kind of wild. Wow, that's wild. 45 minutes from you. That's crazy. We had some of them happen up in Somerset, London last year. It's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, I remembered what the short was now. If and it's it's kind of a cool thing. If you take the words what, where, and when, and you change the W's to a T, it gives you the answer. There goes the crow. So what is up, everybody? How's everybody doing on this wonderful, beautiful day, y'all? It's so beautiful out. I just got, like I said, I just got done mowing, cleaning gutters. I gotta go back and finish fixing a few gutters. But yeah, glad to see there's so many people on here right now. Make sure you give us a like. There weren't any watches. It was sudden and supposed to be just strong thunderstorms, and then there was warning in the city. That is wild. It's been a crazy year, y'all. I know it's the El Nino year or whatever, and I guess it's what it's like. We're getting the May showers or April showers in May, and like it has literally rained every day for the last week. And I'm sure it's been that way through most of the country, but it's like really bad. And we still got like the next week is supposed to be rain. We're gonna be in Pensacola, Florida next week. Yes, next week. So we'll be going live from down there. Hey, make sure I got there and do a little bit of saltwater fishing. Um, I probably have to do lives mainly because I really don't want to take the GoPro. Friends figured out to her the alerts just because there's warning to being already touched down at convenience free. Yeah, that's actually it. Uh Warning means all conditions are favorable for tornadoes. So oh, we're down to one lone crow now. He's just hanging out on top of the tree there. Freaky things. Guess the mosquitoes are about to find me, y'all. How is everybody doing though? Hope y'all's had a great day. And yeah, something else is kind of cool about it too when you think about it. There's the graveyard and there's the crow hanging out on over the graveyard. So, if this was October or something, that would be really cool, I guess, right? It's like you got the graveyard and then the raven hanging out watching it. If you ever watched the movie The Crow back in the day, that's kind of cool. I don't know. Why do crows hang around graveyards? They really do. Is it just because graveyards are sort of a field or what? I mean, I've often wondered that because you won't hardly see a graveyard without crows hanging around it. And like, yeah, proofs in the pudding right there's crow hanging out over the graveyard there, or a raven, whatever you want to call them. Chiggers, yes, yes. Ticks and stuff are really bad this year. Really bad. That's the reason we was out here yesterday and my son come walking across. That's the reason I had to break down and mow, even though the grass was still wet this morning. He comes walking through here, and I mean, pretty sure it's a corn snake, but still, yeah, he like steps right on top of it's probably 3.5 foot long snake, and he didn't even see it. Which I mean, my grass was about this, probably about 2.5, 3 inches tall, which is high, mind you. I normally keep mine short. Well, I mean, like it is right there. It's normally like carpet, to be honest with you. And yeah, he steps right over a snake. Never even seen it, y'all. Never even seen it. I'm like, "Good God, boy, you blind or what?" But, yeah, so, I chased it down, looked at it. I didn't grab it because the color was pretty wild. It was kinda copperhead colored, but the banding on it looked corn snake-like, so I'm assuming it's corn snake. I just let him go, and he went right there where that bus see the mailbox. He went right by the mailbox and up and over to the neighbor, so he's their problem now, I guess. But I don't know what kind. I'm about 100% he was corn snake. Did you see the head? Yes, I seen it. I was trying to look at the eyes, coach up. Like all in Kentucky, every poisonous or venomous snake we have is a pit of the pit viper family. So they'll all have kind of the diamond shaped head and they all have the um oval pupils in their eyes. And I was trying to get close enough to see if he had round pupils or if they were kind of oval shaped. Nah, kinda, but not bad. So like I said, I don't think he was pit viper, so I just let him roll. There's them crows back again. Weirdos. They make some wild sounds. You hear them? Let me try to brace myself here. Hanging out over the graveyard, creepy things. Them wild sounds are them. Today on Mutual of Omaha's Wild Planet, we find ourselves viewing the crows in their natural environment. Guess they're just chilling up there, huh? I don't know. That's freaky though. Like I said, you always see them hanging around graveyards. I don't know what the deal is. That I guess that's why they're considered like a creepy bird. But like I said, yeah, next week gonna be down in Pensacola, Florida. Gonna be down there for the week, and we'll see if there's anywhere to fish down there, anything to get into, y'all. I've not been to Pensacola, been all over Florida, y'all, but never been to Pensacola. Hate having joint issues. Yeah, been there, done that. So, if nothing else, we got there try to catch a few redfish or something. They're always, reliable source of fish. Last year when we was down at Dolphin Island, that's all I was catching was redfish, which is cool. I mean, they get big, but if you actually want to keep them, they got like a weird size limit. It's like they got to be so big, but can't be over so long. You know what I mean? Hear the crows again. Yeah, I was thinking about I've been thinking about video. I might try to do it this weekend if the rain holds off. But Cumberland Falls, I don't know if any of y'all has ever heard of it, seen it. It's literally at the end of my road. I thought about going down there and trying to fish below the falls and seeing what we can't catch. I'm sure there's no shortage of fish down there. I'm sure there's plenty of drum, catfish, blah, blah, blah. Plus, we can have the water falls our background. Oh, yeah, my knees pop constantly, constantly. Great, there was a seed tick. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I think the most subs I've ever gained in one day, and that's I don't know what I was doing right at the time, but I was hot at the time, I guess. I don't know what the deal was. I've picked up about 150 subs in a day. That's the most I've ever gotten. But I mean, at the same time, you gotta get subs who's actually gonna watch your videos and not just like I think one of the terms I've heard was fly by night sub and then never watch your videos. So you need an audience who's actually gonna watch your videos, which is hard to find. That's like I said, I've got like your watch time hours, you will see your watch time hours are the hardest thing to get. As crazy as it sounds, you would assume subs would be the hardest to get. But no, you can get subscribers far easier than you get your watch time hours. And like I said, doing these lives, like I do a lot of lives. Well, not as much as I was doing, but still quite a few. But you'll see, Lily, that your live if you do lives, they kind of jip you on them. So like I said, you have like 20 people watching for an hour. You know what I mean? Well, let's say if you go for an hour, let's say you have 20 people, those 20 or 30 people all watch for 30 minutes, and then you're like, oh, cool. And then when your hours pop up for it, you'll have like 1 or 2 hours. And it's like, wait a minute now, YouTube, you're ripping me off here somehow. That is awesome. That is awesome. Do you play instrument, Lily? Because that's something I know that mine's about outdoors, but like I have quite a few instruments. I ain't gonna lie. I have this thing is like I'll kind of get the hang of something and then I kind of put it up and then I'm done with it. All right, yeah, I have one too. Only reason I haven't, well, I got a what we would call fiddle in Kentucky, which is a violin, y'all. I mean, it's no difference. Um, I assumed that violin, where I kind of play mandolin. So, or as we say in Kentucky, a mandolin. Um, the notes and stuff are in the same location. I mean, because they're tuned the same. Was it? I think it's GDAE in it in the key of G, but I think the strings are GDAE. to where a bass is the same thing but backwards. Anyway, and I digress. Um, yeah, a whole different world, whole different world. It's like to me, it seems easier using a pick than it is using a bow. But I got like the mandolin. Um, I've got two or three ukuleles. That's something I mean, I picked one up, kind of figured it out, and it's like I don't know, ukuleles. They're cool, but like I don't know. They're good. They're a good gateway instrument. I will say that they're a very good gateway instrument. Um, I got a guitar. Kind of figured that out. What else do I have? I have a four-string banjo, not a five-string, not the bluegrass banjo. I have a four-string Irish tenor banjo, as you would call it. Now that thing's pretty cool. Like I said, I've thought about taking it down to the river and messing with people. Because down here, like I said, I've got rivers everywhere, and people come down through here in the kayak and canoe 'em. And like I'm sure none of y'all are old enough to remember Deliverance, but bad movie, I guess. But I thought about hiding in the woods and just playing the banjo as they come by to just to make them just to wig people out. I figured that would be absolutely hilarious, y'all. I really did. Um, yeah, I just thought that'd be really cool. So I mean, I've kept that banjo all this time just for that. Plus, it's Kentucky. I mean, when you have people visit this state, you always, see people walking around with shirts say "paddle faster." I hear banjos, so I figured I'd just go with it, make something funny. I'm not even drugged none of my instruments out, and I couldn't tell you when. I need to get them out and mess around with them. Like I said, I got a banjo, mandolin, guitar, three, four ukuleles. I don't even know. Uh, got a cigar box guitar. No, I'm lying to you. I got two cigar box guitars. Um, got that violin. So I even got a couple of dulcimers. Or no, I got one. But that you need a good dulcimer. Like I learned pretty quick, you can't get a cheap one of those and it be any good. Mountain dulcimer, as they call them. Let's see. Yeah, I got a lot of junk. I got a lot of junk. I need to get it out and play with it more. I just don't. Well, see, I wanted a mandola for a while, but I don't know, I kind of got that four string banjo and just kind of played around with it and thought it was kind of cool, and I've been playing with it forever. Well, I played with it for a long time, but I'm not actually messed with it a long time either. I'm not played guitar or nothing ever, y'all, ever. And then when I say guitar, it's an acoustic. I never really did much electric. The crows are gone again, y'all. The crows are gone. But yeah, as long as you're like doing an instrument or something would be awesome. I'm sure people would dig that. Yeah. See, that's the reason I didn't get a that's right. That's the reason the banjo I bought. I made sure to get one that didn't have a resonator on it because once you get one with a resonator on it, and steel guitars that way, um, it just makes them so loud, y'all. I mean, super loud. That's the reason my banjo's just got the regular, normal back on it. It don't have the resonator back, so it quietens it down very, very much so. Got grass on my face, grass all over my clothes. Yeah, guitar is easy. I promise you, it is easy. Um, you can learn three chords on a guitar, and you're good to sit on the porch and play the rest of your life. The colorful precision tunes. No. See, I used to go to a lot of the bluegrass festivals and stuff because they literally have one that's I don't know, maybe 3 miles down my road. It ain't far. And people come from all around in their RVs and stuff. They go down there. I met a lot of cool people down there. Marty Raybon, Junior Sisk, a bunch of other cool ones down there. And it's all fun and dandy, but like a lot of people, a lot of people don't understand that bluegrass is a whole nother level of music, and just the speed involved with it. Not me at all. I'll never play nothing like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting the old banjo out and sitting out here on the porch, seeing what people do or say. I'm not a singer though, by any means. But the whole banjo thing is fun. Questions, answer, add a question sticker. Best part of a muffin. None of it. Never really liked muffins. That's awesome. Be glad you had one. Never had one. Never had one. Um, yeah, like I said, I can play instruments and stuff. And like once you kind of figure out one, especially stringed instruments, if you can figure out one decently, then you can kind of pick up most anything up and figure it out. You know what I mean? Once you figure out scales and stuff, you got it made. Um, Guitar to me, guitar is one of the easiest because you can literally take like a let's say a G, C, and D chord. Take those three chords, and once you figure those out, you can kind of construct in any song. Honestly, if you take G, C, D, and E minor, you can about play anything. Hardest chord I've struggled with is a F chord. Always have, always will. And like I even cheat on a C chord. I'll play a C add nine instead of an actual C. Yeah, probably is water. Sitting here, I'm procrastinating. I need to be fixing the gutters around back. I need to go in here and get my drill and all that crap. But I got the ladder out. I've got about another hour before the rain's supposed to be back. You can put stickers on the thing to get better learning to play with your fingertips. Oh, on the violin, yeah, yeah. Um, I did do sort of that at first. Only I did was because typically, if you play the mandolin, you're going to go to where the frets are. That's going to be your go-to, or in between the frets. Sorry. And when you actually go from the mandolin to the violin, instead of playing in the center where the frets would be, you need to actually have your finger where the fret is. So it takes. It's like it's like almost having to play a note and play it sharp, and then they're the same. Um, like I said, I'm not touched that violin. I couldn't tell you when, honestly. Um, yeah. I need to get her out and play with it more, but, like I said, I need to do the same thing with the guitar, the mandolin, violin, all or, the little banjo. I need to get that banjo out and freshen myself up on that though, because I am gonna do that some this summer. Go down to the river and just mess with people for the fun of it. Why not, right? You know, I'm sure people get a good laugh out of it too. I know I will. You know, just saying, just saying. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? One of my favorite, musicians has to be Sam Bush. He's from over towards Bowling Green, which is Kentucky or whatever, and he is like the bomb on mandolin and fiddle both. And I've saw him in concert a few times. The man is phenomenal, completely phenomenal. I've never seen nobody like him. But his style is completely different, y'all. I mean, he can play anything on mandolin. I mean, you know, he'll go from bluegrass straight into which, in all honesty, bluegrass and reggae music's pretty similar. In bluegrass, you'll have a chop or a chop. You'll be playing a chop, and that's where you get your rhythm beat in between uh, notes, chords. Like you know, your mandolin and your banjo. He'll play the chops in between the mandolin, playing their chords, notes, whatever. And then when the banjo goes into playing their notes, whatever, you'll have the mandolin, he'll jump in and start playing the chops. All right, chops, you know, it's just the, you know, to an extent. All right, now in reggae, it's the same thing, except for they call them, what do they call them? It's chops and bluegrass, it's chucks in reggae. And essentially same thing, same thing. And it's just you're playing everything in offbeat in reggae is, you know, playing in rhythm, in beat. Or, well, I mean, you're still in rhythm in reggae. It's just they play the offbeat. I don't know. I could sit here and go on and on about it forever, but it's essentially the same thing. Yeah, same thing. And that's where you'll see a lot of bluegrass musicians can play reggae pretty good, and vice versa. Of course, you don't see a lot of reggae people who want to play bluegrass. Just saying. Harley, what is up, my friend? God almighty. How are you doing? How you doing? If I wasn't so weird about playing in front of people, I would start doing that more often though. I've always been strange about that. Don't know why. I think about the only song I know on Mandolin that like people has heard is probably Copperhead Road or something, you know. Oh, cool, cool. Yes, yes, that's awesome. That's awesome. Gum. Sorry, y'all dealing biting flies and crap out here. Aggravating as can be, y'all. Yeah, yeah. If you know instruments, that's you always have a way to entertain yourself. I've learned that. Like I said, but I'm one of them. Like I'll pick up something, get kind of decent at it, and then I just kind of quit fooling with it. I don't know. I've always been that way. Except for painting, I always go back to painting. Always have. I don't know why, but painting's something I didn't have to learn. It's something that I just kind of could do. You know what I mean? Everybody's got that one thing that they just can do, and mine's always been painting. But it stresses me out because it's never good enough and or it's never done. And then when I think it's done, I think I overdid it. And then when I think I've overdid it, I don't like it at all. I've thrown so many paintings away on kind of that. So hey, they say if you paint, if you are a painter, you are somewhat crazy somewhere. So I believe it. You gotta be crazy to paint, yo. You gotta be crazy. And with the instruments, playing music's about the same. Yes, I do remember you completely, Harley. God almighty, yo. I don't know if it's like it everywhere else, but in Kentucky, we got these stupid biting flies that's just driving me insane, you know. I need to get up off my butt, go around back, finish doing them gutters like I said I was going to do. That's been my whole intent. Been out here and mowed the yard, cleaned the gutters, and now found some that were loose, and I just need to go fix them. Got the impact drill, whatever, in there, ready to go. And then I grab up my phone, and here I am. I'm blaming you all for me not finishing it. What is that? Got a tick. No, okay. Never mind. Piece of grass. I had a tick. Sorry. Overlook me, y'all. I'm crazy. Nah, it's just ticks really bad. I don't want no Lyme disease. I don't want none of that. What's that? Rocky Mountain fever, or whatever it's called. I don't even know. I don't want no part of that, y'all. Scary cat nap. How's it going, my friend? How you doing? How you doing? Y'all, I need to get my butt up on this ladder. What I should do is do my live while I'm on the ladder, right? I got a chest strap. That way I can like look at what I was doing. That way I can sit here and rant and rave and keep going. Cause it's what I do, y'all. I get bored. Yes, I do remember you. How you doing? How you doing? You said you was giving up YouTube, but you never did say why. Oh, that breeze is getting cool, everybody. That means that rain's coming again, so enjoy this little bit of sunlight we're getting while we can, right? I live in a neighborhood that's so cool. Well, I hate you're not doing good, my friend. This neighborhood is something. It beats me. It's funny because it blows me away. It's like there's a lot of older folks live around here. And it's like I can get out and mow, right? Like I just got done mowing. And now you'll start hearing everybody start mowing. One at a time, they'll start coming out and mowing. It only takes one of us mowing, and then it's like everybody starts mowing. It's kind of funny. Yes, rain is coming all week. And that's actually, I believe, why I got so many flies up here aggravating me on the porch. Ooh, nice cool breeze, y'all. Nice cool breeze. Yes, why you quitting there, scary catnap? What's going on back in there? Oh, sorry, I'm still zoomed in. There we go. If you can see, wind starting to pick up. If I can be still enough for you to see the trees. Yeah, not really. Oh, the crows are gone. Really need to get off my butt and run back there and do that. I've already got the ladder out. It's right there, so there ain't nothing stopping me. Nothing but air and opportunity between me and fixing that gutter, y'all. I gotta get everything done because, like I said, we're heading to Florida Monday. Monday morning, like 4 a.m., I'm Florida bound, y'all. I just realized something I did stupid. Look at the grass I threw all over my truck when I was mowing. What idiot does that? Look at that. You know what kind of idiot does that? That would be me, y'all. Covered my poor little Japamino up with grass. One idiot. What an idiot. I moved house a couple days ago in Landon. I live here now. That's awesome, my friend. Awesome. I need to get off my butt and go in there and do that gutter really quick. I'm procrastinating is what I'm doing. I'm really good at that too, y'all. I should run there and get my stuff. And then just take yins with me up on the roof, huh? Might do that. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? I can't see nothing with these glasses, man. They're dirty. So haters came up with saying, "Hey loser," I said, "Go away," and they said I'm stupid. And in fact, person, I think it's true, but it's not. I'm hating no one really does. You're loved by people. You just don't know it. And as in, like, as for YouTube, people's always gonna talk crap on here. It's what they do. You just kind of blow it off. Like I could care less what people say about me, and that's the way you got to be in life. You know what I mean? You just can't worry about what everybody else says. You made a fort under your bed. Awesome, my friend. Yeah, if you're gonna work, you can't worry about what other people say because it's no matter how good, great, whatever you are, somebody's always got something negative to say. Even like these celebrities who millions and millions of people love them. You can see them get on like TikTok, YouTube, whatever, and they gonna be somebody smarting off something. So I really don't care about what people say, and don't think I ever. I don't think I'm ever going to. I really don't. Because people are, a lot of people are just not good people. And it's the not good people want to run their mouths more often. So, you know what you do? You just take and kind of, that's my thing. Oh, yeah, cut my hand too. Yeah, you just brushed off and don't care about what they say, y'all. Can't worry about what other people say or it will completely control your life. And I ain't all about that, y'all. Not at all. Not at all. I need to really get back there and do them gutters. Because with that cool breeze, I feel yeah, it's getting dark back in there. Okay, so the rain is coming, y'all. The rain is coming. I do, but I'm obviously there you go. Yeah, go hang out with somebody, yeah, relative, somebody you know. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like I said, there's a lot of bad people in the world, and just don't care about them. Because some people just live to ruin somebody else's day. I'm telling you, people are like that. And like I've said a million times, you got somebody who's talking crap about everybody else just because they're insecure with themselves. I mean, they really are. That's the reason I could care less about what people say or you think, because most people are so shallow. You know what I mean? And most of them in 20 years from now, they're gonna be right where they're at. They really will. So when people bash me, they just I don't know, encourage. Apparently, I'm doing something right, or they wouldn't have such a problem with me, would they? When my cousin teaches children, she can't handle 20 kids. She has 20 kids in her life. That's a lot of kids, isn't it? It'd be all right though. Seriously, you just can't worry. That's like I've told my kids before. You can't let people just forget people. You know what I mean? Pee on them, as I say. Pee on them. They're being negatives because they're just yeah. All righty, all righty. Yeah, but don't worry about people. Forget about them. Forget about them. That's the way I see it. Y'all, I'm gonna run out here. I'm gonna try to get back on right here in a little bit. I'm gonna run right here and knock this gutter out because I can see really dark clouds coming, and I gotta do this before the rain sets back in. Anyway, I am Sticks. This is Sticks Outdoors. We'll talk to you again here real shortly. I promise you.